Hello, OMGers. We wanted to address a post by Noel, and it's a little confusing because there's no images or examples, and I was able to get Sue for a few minutes during her busy day to answer this because it concerned me just a little, only that it is complex. And so thanks for joining us, Sue.
Oh, thanks for having me, Russell.
So here's the question, okay. When siloing a site, should the third level pages have access to the second level of other silos?
Right.
I have the vSilo Builder, which is our plugin,
Mm-hmm.
and this tool does not link any page of one silo to another, as opposed to Healthy Tips and New Orleans Interior Design. It must be a site they're talking about, which we don't have any access to see.
Right.
The different second level pages are accessible from all third level pages.
Right.
Is it better to not have pages in one silo linked to any other pages in another silo? And Mike, of course, tried to answer that he didn't think that was a good idea. So can you just lay it down for us?
Absolutely. So definitely not a good idea.
Okay. So Mike was right when he said
yeah,
we wouldn't do it.
Absolutely. I agree with
Okay.
Mike completely. Now, here's
Okay.
the thing. Sometimes for visitor usability,
Mm-hmm.
you need to do something like that. Like it's
Yep.
just an absolute. And so there's, this is best practices, not a law.
Okay.
And so you can link every now and again to another place and not hurt your rankings, but just do it with discretion. Don't be willy-nilly about it. So
Gotcha.
if we go to the image, let's just be really clear about what we're talking about when we
Yep.
say one silo and the next silo.
We're on the image. Can you see it?
Dang, no, I still see your Facebook page. All right.
Okay.
So
Hang on a second. Let me just pause. Okay, you can see the silo page now, Sue?
yep. So
Okay.
in that middle silo, down there on the supporting pages, all of those supporting pages can link to each other. Exactly.
Okay.
So the supporting pages that now just the supporting pages that come in off of one of those silos can link to the other supporting pages within that silo. So in
Okay.
other words, like, can you draw two boxes around them so we can separate them a little bit?
Sure.
You've got one box around all the supporting pages.
Yep. Okay. So this box, this one is a box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of those supporting pages can obviously link to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second before you draw that other box, because that other box is in a completely other silo.
Yep, it sure is.
If there were supporting pages on another category in that second silo,
Yeah.
then those could link across because they're all thematically related. Like it's
Right.
not, I wouldn't link them in a menu, but you can link from one topic to another without thinking about it, without worrying about it.
Okay.
Now, the more you link, let's say that this middle silo is chocolate, and let's say that that first category is dark chocolate.
Okay.
And so all of these supporting pages are about different kinds of dark chocolate, right?
Okay.
Cinnamon,
So if
cinnamon
you're
flavor.
saying you're saying if this was chocolate and this was about
No, I'm in the middle silo. That's got the supporting.
oh,
Yeah,
this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So if this was chocolate.
Yeah, if that's chocolate, and then if that one's dark chocolate, and then all of these supporting pages in the blue box are going to be about dark chocolate, right?
Got it. And different articles and stuff about
Exactly. Exotic dark chocolate, cinnamon flavored dark chocolate, whatever. The fact that all of those things are about dark chocolate is what helps make that category page rank for dark chocolate better. Okay? So let's say that your next one is about milk chocolate.
that. Okay.
Yeah, over on the second category on that same silo.
That could over here.
No, on the same silo that we were talking about a second ago. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's say that that's about milk chocolate. And you link one of your dark chocolate pages in the supporting pages area over to one of the milk chocolate pages, then that starts to confuse the issue just a little bit. You're no longer specifically talking just about dark chocolate. You've brought in this idea of milk chocolate and you've pointed to a milk chocolate page. So the more often you do that, the more confusing it gets between dark chocolate and milk chocolate. And so then the
Yep.
only thing that all of them have in common is chocolate. So you
Right.
get ranked really easily for the chocolate term on your
Right.
silo.
And you can't really see this in this model because there's not any there's not supporting pages.
Right.
So we would make that down here.
Correct,
So what you're
exactly.
saying, so if we did like we're just making some faux pages here that are about milk chocolate is what you were saying.
Exactly.
And if you, what you're saying is that if I started like linking these together, that's kind of some theme bleeding. Not to freak out about it, but it's not perfect.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so
That's
the plugin doesn't do that, but if you want to link contextually every now and again, I'm not so fixated on those cross links.
Yeah, because there's a cross between user interface and You're still going to get ranked all over the place and back. I mean, that's the
Right.
bottom line. But don't look for an absolutely perfect universe. When you have to default to user interface, sometimes you have to.
So let's. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask you because I know you've talked about this, and what's your philosophy now? And there is a lot of buzz about no follow and all that. I know you don't do it anymore, so can you talk about that, or
Yeah,
if it's
so
related?
so let's hold that no follow thought for just a moment.
Sure.
Let's just take this all the way out. Let's say that our last silo on the far right of this image is about peanut butter.
The far right of this
The
image, you mean
far
here?
right. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Let's say that that's about peanut butter.
Okay.
And so let's say that the category that's got the supporting articles underneath it, let's say that
Yep.
that's about crunchy peanut butter.
Okay, we'll make that like right here. That's crunchy.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so then all of these supporting articles are about all the different kinds of crunchy peanut butter. Salted
Yep.
crunchy peanut butter, unsalted crunchy
Sea
peanut butter.
salt versus regular salt.
Organic. Exactly. So now if one of those, let's say that you're one of the pages, any of the pages over there in dark chocolate, suddenly started pointing over to the peanut butter pages. You can see, whether it's category level or supporting pages level, you can see how that really starts to confuse
Bleed.
the issue. Like, this is serious bleeding because now
Yeah,
you've
because
got,
chocolate and peanut butter are not related. In fact, in some like e-commerce things, they're completely separate divisions or product arrays. They're just not. There is no reason you would want to blend them.
exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Huh. Otherwise, unless you're going to become Reese's peanut butter cups, in which you'd have a whole new silo.
Precisely.
Okay, got it. So that's hopefully enough. Now, can you just speak to the no follow thing,
Okay.
just to confuse matters further?
Sure. So here's the idea behind a no follow. What happens when you have a no follow page is that Google says, okay, this page is not relevant. You're telling me, that the site owner is telling Google that the link associated with this anchor text link that you've got here is not relevant to the content on this page. That you're linking to it, but to ignore the fact that you're linking to it. Okay,
Right.
so they don't pass very much page rank. They pass a smidgen, but it's not a lot. And they don't associate the two themes. Okay, so you can link to raspberry flavored peanut butter cups and it won't bleed your theme, which is great. But if you're linking on site, and let's say you're linking from your milk chocolate article over to your crunchy peanut butter article.
Okay, let's go ahead and clear this out. It's a little confusing. So you're saying, let's say we got from milk chocolate, this down here, right?
Sure.
To like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to link from milk chocolate to peanut butter.
For some reason, it might be a banner. Might be a banner. It might be anything, right?
Or you just, like, you're in this place and you really need to tell your readers about peanut butter. This happens from time to time, right?
Darn it.
And
We changed subjects.
yeah. Well, let's say you got a health site and you're talking about you're down there in the bottom, so you're talking about the health benefits of a very particular product, and it is tangentially related to this topic over here, but the relationship is important enough
Yep.
to your reader that you really want to reference that.
Absolutely. It happens all the time editorially. All the time.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and you reference it, and now your question is, do you follow or do you not follow?
Right.
Now, if you don't follow, let's say you've got page rank 4 on a particular page, and out of this page rank 4, you've got 10 links. Each one of those 10 links is going to have 1/10 of the page rank that PR4 page can disperse, which is significant, okay?
Oh yeah.
And one of those you decide to no follow. The other 9 are still only going to have 1/10 of the link juice flowing out of them. So in other words, you haven't sort of hoarded your link juice
Yep.
and redistributed it through the ones that you're going to follow.
Yep.
You've actually lost that link juice. So
Wow. Yeah.
if-
Wow. That's amazing.
it is. If you're linking off-site, not a big deal. To a site that's not yours and you don't care about, not a
Yep.
big deal. If you're linking to a site that you care about, or if you're linking on-site, don't no follow because you're just wasting the link juice.
Got it. Okay, that's pretty huge. We should do a write-up on that.
I
Maybe
have
write up
write-up. I actually have. They're 4 very long articles.
Oh, did you write that on our blog?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to look at that because it's come up again. All right, good. And then I'll just include that also on the wiki that I'm writing about it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Sue, I think, gosh, I mean, I think that really nailed the question.
Excellent.
And we'll hand this out to the OMGers, and of course, we're going to do a blog article about it as well.
Sounds good.
So I hope that answers your question, Noel. We got a private mentoring session with Sue. Thanks so much, Sue, for taking time out.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, well, we'll see everybody on the next tutorial when we can get Sue again. Thanks. Okay.
Cool beans.